Hello, the gaming teacher here, and welcome back to our Let's Play series with the United Kingdom. Now, before I start today, I must say I have got a bit of a sore throat. I've just got over a cold and my throat is not entirely in the best position for recording. However, I enjoy it and I want to do it, so I'm going to try and get through it. Please forgive me if I have to stop and just take a drink of water or something. Now, I have a list of things that I need to talk about today, and one of them is to talk about the destroyers and to talk about the Navy, as I know we started looking at the Navy last session. Now, the Germans had an extremely strong Navy made up of submarines. The submarines played a vital role in taking out the United Kingdom and the Allies in general, and including America, the ships that they put in the water. This could be the battleships, carriers. The only ship which was built to primarily deal with the subs were the destroyers. So what I was thinking was to have our destroyers separate from this fleet here, because I don't want our battleships or carriers anywhere near these subs. If we had a source of a navy primarily made up of destroyers around here, where the heart of the navy could be somewhere separate, just kind of protecting against any navies which will come from here, which might have carriers, battleships, shield ships, etc. Now, what I mean by shield ships, I mean the light cruisers or heavy cruisers. If you have a look here, right, let's have a look. Let's go. I'll tell you what. Let's go to research. Now, these are the destroyers are primarily used for subs. The cruisers are mostly known as shield ships, which the shield ships are there to protect the battleships. Now, the battleships are like the flagship of the Navy. They're very expensive. You could possibly use cruisers as the same as battleships. However, they're not as strong, not strongly made, but they're very expensive, the battleships. So what I was thinking of doing, if we take our home fleet and we take it off patrol and we place them to the end of Scotland. Let's go to production, and what I want to do, I want to take all of these and the destroyers, I want to have them produced in Northern England. So as our destroyers are being made, they will be made here. We can send them out to patrol the area for subs, because primarily with the water, the main source of threat, the main threat is going to come from Germany. I'm also going to start playing this because I want it to go along, and I don't want to waste time. The subs, I will need subs. Now, it's probably not going to be used. I might use them for raiding. So let's have the subs be built here. I'm going to have them in Lanark. Lanark, is that? Okay, and light cruisers, let's have them in Cornwall. And our carriers, let's have in London. Okay, and we've actually got 1819. I'm just going to increase the production of the destroyers. Let's have a look to see if we have got any more destroyers we can use. Destroyer 2. Okay, that's the biggest destroyer we've got at the moment, or the best destroyer. If we want to get better destroyers, we've got to look on research. And if we scroll up, and we can't get the next destroyer until around 1,014 days, which is destroyer JKN class. Our best destroyer, the battle class, which we won't get into a long time, in 7 years. Right, so I'm pretty happy with the way our navy's going at the moment. Now I want to talk a bit about the army. What we're going to do, we're going to put it in an exercise, because as you can see, we can have them as trained troops. They get most of the experience through fighting in battles. However, we can train them up while they are stationary. So let's put them into exercise mode. We're still low on manpower, which is perfectly fine, it's okay. We're still recovering from the effects of World War One. End of the war to end all wars, that's minus 25%. Right, so now I want to talk a bit about the plan as well. What we're going to do, I'm going to primarily focus on our Navy and our Air Force. Our troops, we've got to realise that we're probably not going to be a match for the German Reich. It's not going to happen. We're not going to place troops over here straight away and be able to push the Germans back, because their infantry is probably one of the best. It's going to be an extremely difficult task. Also, what's extremely difficult is the Air Force, the Luftwaffe. The Luftwaffe was extremely strong. We're going to have a major problem in trying to defeat and push them back, but that's the plan. We just want to beat the Axis from actually getting a foothold anywhere in Europe. They probably will, but we do not want them to take United Kingdom. We're going to push them back. So let's start by looking at some of the research that we can do a bit further on. Eventually what I wanted to do is focus on our Air Force. So this is what I want to get. I want to get the Spitfire. Spitfire was an extremely strong plane in World War II. The engine of the Spitfire was extremely efficient. Right, let's pause this for a second. The Rhineland. Okay, the Germans have taken the Rhineland back. Okay, not going to get worked up about it surely. So they've taken something which is this part here. This is the Rhineland. Okay, and that might have put world tension up to 2%. Here we go, 2%. Unpause the game. Here we go, destroyers are starting to, let's put a commander in here. I don't want to retreat. Italy took one state, Ethiopia was annexed. Let's have a look. Okay, then what, Ethiopia? World tension. World tension has actually gone down. Oh, because of this peace treaty. Anyway, so our destroyers, which are here, let's put a general in. Number of ships in first contact plus 25% mistake. Admiral James. Admiral James. Here we go. And can I rename this fleet? Ah, merge. Are they not merged? Why can't we name that fleet? Ah, right. Okay. Oh, it's the actual click on the name. Sorry. I'm not reclaiming its destroyer fleet. Give us a. Then what we do if we give this the task of patrolling. We do search and destroy because it's such a small section. Oops. Because it's such a small made up for only 2 ships, what we do search and destroy, but what we do is we would have destroyers being made from here attached to this navy and let them work as they go, let them join the search and destroy mission as we go through the game. Let's unpause the game. We've got a national focus we need to do. Okay, so we can add 2 building slots and 2 civilian factories. Now, let's have a look at what we can choose now. I actually like this, the extra research slot. I think that's amazing. Let's go for this. The shadow scheme. One of the following must be true. Allow more than 5% world potential. We can't do that as of yet. So we can't do air defense. Let's a motorized army. Let's do reinforce the empire. For now, we gain a base national unity of 10%. That's going to put our national unity up, and don't forget we have a weekly change of -10. And then, of course, Edward's death. Is it Edward's death? Let's see what we've got at the moment. So with our air force, what I want to do is actually make sure that we've got a strong air force. Let's have a look at our planes at the moment. Who have we got? We've got bombers, tactical bombers. Let's talk about our tactical bombers. Actually, let's I want to take our tactical bombers and place them here in London. I think it's already in London. Great to London, yep. It's in Greater London. There's probably an easy way to do this. Let's put it in Greater London and Greater London. Naval bombers. These are going to be on our carriers or with our navy. Oh. Naval bomber here. Now, let's have a look at our navy. Can we put any more ships on here? 9 out of 9, 12 naval bombers. 12, 24, 24, 18. They are full, which is perfectly fine. Right, so let's unpause the game for a bit. And what we're going to do, while these are training, I want to start building another army. We could have the 2nd Royal Army. And we can actually place them into... Sorry, let's place these together here. We've actually got destroyers in here, look. Okay. here's one of our cruisers. Let's take this cruiser and add it to the main navy. Still low manpower. Army experience is going up because we're training here. I'm not sure, can you train your navies? Do you have to... Is it just purely from experience? So overall, what we've done is just try to get organised. We're going very slow at the moment, and if I am going too slow, let me know. We can kind of speed up. But my primary focus is to gain a good advantage before the war, and our main focus is to strengthen our navy and to strengthen our air force. Let's have a look at our bombers very quickly before we start thinking about ending. Tactical bombers. I want to really get this Spitfire. That's what I really want to actually take hold of. We've got the fighters, and we have to focus on this Hurricane as a fighter next, because the Luftwaffe is going to be extremely strong, and we have to focus on our ships, our navy, as well as the Air Force, the Royal Air Force as well. So what we're going to do next time, we're going to focus on the Air Force a bit more. We've moved our navy over, and what we've got here is we've got our destroyers ready to meet any submarines that might meet us from the German Reich. Our Air Force, we're going to hopefully take and put our bombers and Spitfires here so we can do raids into mainland Europe, but also the Spitfires will also help protect against any raids coming from Germany. So with that, what we're going to do is, that's going to be the end now, and I thank you so much for watching. And please, if there's anything at all you want to put in the comments, please let me know, and then we can work on it. If you've got any advice, I could take it on board. Most importantly, thank you for watching, and I'll look forward to doing the next recording.